GDP free. Clicker. Looks like the middle school girls showed up for us. It's not like you guys have a party or something today.
All right. Good morning, everybody. How are y'all doing?
Yeah,
that was pretty
first
quiet.
Of all, how annoying is that going to be when I preach? Good morning!
That sounds better.
You have to give me all your socks if you don't say good morning. Good morning! All right, the middle school girls are like, yeah, whatever. All right, they tried. All right, random acts of Christmas kindness. If you don't know what that is, we do random acts of Christmas kindness. Usually we get in somebody's stranger's car, which you should probably not do as a teenager, but we do, and then we run around and do random acts of Christmas kindness in December.
Yep.
So, but we can't do that, silly COVID. Are you on? Talking.
Yeah, I'm on.
Just put it in your face. Eat the mic. Those
Delicious.
yellow and green folders on the soundboard, everybody look past it right there. Yep, in those bins, those are the random acts of Christmas kindness. If you would like to do them this year, next year we'll get back to getting into cars with random strangers and going around doing random acts of Christmas kindness. And strangers, I mean small group leaders and other people's parents that we've already background checked. But anyway, we'll do that next year. This year's the last year we're not doing that. Yay. Okay. Sorry, I feel like Olaf now, and I've had some more of this Mountain Dew Ginger Snap. It's so
Mountain Dew is
good.
Gross.
it's disgusting except for Ginger Snap. It's so good. I'm like,
Yeah, it is good stuff. Especially
you
since it had-
literally drank both of yours
Yeah.
last week before the second service.
Yeah, yep.
Hey, congratulations on the Heisman. Very nice. Anyway, follow us. Yes, you guys, go.
Okay, follow us on social media, on OcYth, and
Don't forget the
OcYth on Facebook too. I mean,
Okay, next.
yep, pretty simple stuff.
Yeah, not really that hard.
Yeah,
Who brought socks for Christmas party? If any of the boys raise your hand.
lots of hands.
Look, I brought socks. All right, and cupcakes. Perfect. All right, are you giving Elmo away as part of your socks? I'm going to the sock party now. All right. So, Christmas exchange. We'll order pizza once I know I have the number. I have to baptize some people today during the third service, including that one right there. There's another one. Are they here? No, they usually go to the main service. Anyway, 2 teens baptized today. Woo! So I'll order pizza after that when I know a number. Yes? Okay, sweet.
Middle school Black Rock retreats with 2 A's. That's fun.
Wait, what?
Retreat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a retreat.
It's just more
Gotta
exciting.
emphasize
I
that.
meant to do that.
It's more exciting than a normal retreat.
Wait, what? You have my shirt. This lady's shirt? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I actually looked at mine today, and I'm like, maybe I'll wear it next Sunday as promotion, because I got to dunk people, and that'd be weird to promote Black Rock. All right, give us the game. Go. And make sure you hide it, because I see Hannah in the back looking at those answers. She's like, I'll get at least the first question right. So, all right.
It's a true Santa Claus edition. So, yeah.
Pick a number between 1 and 10.
All right.
5.
5, she says. Okay, 5.
You chose 5.
5 is a good number. What would you pick?
5 is a good number.
7.
7.
I
Everybody picks
mean-
7 though, so I feel like I can't pick 7.
That's why they call it lucky number 7. I
2,
don't know.
3, 4. Oh,
11 is a good number.
you can have that 5-second rule.
11 D7.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
She said she should have picked 7. Definitely should have picked 7. So I
You
got
should have picked 10.
4 ginger snaps and some Doritos. Still 5-second rule. All right, for today's winner. There you go. Don't step
Good
on that
stuff.
pile.
It's like
Good
a pile.
stuff.
Should have picked 7. Anyway, all right. So if you'd like to participate, please rise. All rise. All right, go to it.
All right, so this is true and false. So my side will be true, Charity's side will be false. So pretty
Haha,
straightforward.
Charity's false.
I am always false.
What? Come on. All right, let's get that first
Charity not awesome. False.
Charity is
Perfect.
awesome though.
Ooh.
That's what I said.
You
It's
have to-
charity not awesome. It's double negative. All right, first slide. Go. Oh, yeah,
Maybe
you
not.
can do it. Sorry.
Maybe.
She thought you had the clicker. I thought she had
All
the
right.
clicker.
Santa
Everybody's
Claus was a bachelor until 1849. True or false?
Bachelor means he didn't have a wife.
No
He
Mrs.
was
Claus.
single. Mrs. Claus didn't come into his life until 1849. Before then, he was making toys solo. Everybody's debating now. They're like, I hope he had a wife. He did eventually. I mean, I like how they're debating. They're like, you stay over there. We could win. We'll split it 50-50. All right. 3, 2. No, are we switching teams? 1.
Final decisions.
Go.
There we go.
It is true.
True. That
It
is true.
Santa Claus did not find his woman until 1849.
Wow.
He's been married over 170 years now. Good for
It's
him.
not too bad.
That's a long marriage.
Yeah.
Santa Claus didn't start visiting the department stores until 1890. True or false?
1890 department stores. You know what I'm talking about, like the Christmas
Like
movie
just
where you sit on your
malls.
lap and you're like, I would like cash for Christmas.
I think.
When was the last time, Austin, when was the last time you went and sat on Santa's lap?
Oh, jeez.
Last week?
No.
Charity?
Last week.
Was it?
No.
Oh, that would have been cute.
See, she is false. She's
I
telling
know.
lies.
It's false.
Oh,
Tell lies on
all
Christmas.
false.
I like what you did there. All right, 3, 2, 1. It is true.
Okay, it is true.
It is true. Man.
Wow.
When was the last time you sat on a Santa's lap?
It's been at least 4 years.
4
5
years?
years, something like that.
When
Aren't
you were
you?
13.
It's been a while.
I was going to say, you were
Okay.
13. All right, solid. 8th grader.
I don't even remember what the exact date was.
I hope you don't remember the exact date.
All right, Pepsi created the first ad with Santa Claus wearing his red suit. True or false?
I like how they're debating. They are debating. All right. 3, 2, 1. Go.
False.
Coca-Cola did it. Ah.
1931.
They were debating back there. They're like, I think Coca-Cola had like a lot more cool stuff.
The night before Christmas introduced reindeer that flew Santa's sleigh. True or false?
Was the story the night before Christmas and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even Mickey Mouse? Was that what introduced the reindeer that flew Santa's sleigh? Can anybody name them all real quick? Go. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. I win.
You forgot Rudolph. You don't win.
Rudolph doesn't
yeah,
make-
you
forgot
need Rudolph in
I
there.
didn't sing the rest of the song, though. You don't want me to sing.
But you did name all the reindeer.
He wasn't added until later.
He's still a reindeer, though.
The originals. I only deal in original boy bands. Okay, go.
That is true.
It's true. Penny Joe's like, I'm guessing back here.
All right, so we got 4 left, it looks like.
Santa Claus.
All right, Santa Claus makes around 504 million stops on Christmas Eve to deliver presents. True or false?
I took into account all the naughty children there. All right, I like how they're yeah, all right. We got 2 false, 2 trues. 3, 2, 1. It is
False.
false.
We have 2 left.
He actually makes 842 million stops on Christmas Eve.
Are you the only one left?
No, we got one back here. Penny Joe's like, stand up, Penny Joe.
okay.
Sorry, I made a short joke and she didn't hear it. Good.
Santa travels 218 million miles on Christmas Eve. True or false?
All right,
All
we
right,
got
so
a
they're
50-50.
splitting up.
I can't wait to watch Penny Joe drink ginger snap if she wins. I just want to see Penny Joe shake. Go. It is
True.
true.
Oh.
Snag your prizes.
So we have a
That
winner.
gum's not
Get
going to
lots of
save you from
Doritos.
ginger snaps. All right, give him the rest of them. We'll click through them pretty quick.
The United States writes the most letters to Santa on average. True or false?
Shout it out
False.
if you know. It's
France.
false. 1.7 million.
Interesting.
Them French really like free presents.
Baguettes. Santa's sleigh is the fastest vehicle ever made, moving at a speed of 1,800 miles per second.
True or false?
True.
Pretty fast. That's pretty fast.
How
Pretty
is that
much if you go
determined?
that fast, you turn into goo into your seat.
Santa was issued his pilot's license in 1927 by the U.S. government. True or false? That is true. So what did he do?
He
before
literally
that?
has, like, they have it on record. Santa has a flying.
Nice.
Santa Claus' name is the English pronunciation of the German Santa
Claus. Klaus.
It's actually Dutch.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Is that it? I can't remember. That's it.
Is that it? All right.
Yay!
Time for the worship team.
Praise and worship team. Hey, puppet people. Puppet people, praise and worship time. Well, we didn't think you played guitar very well, so we just turned you. Wait, what? My mic was on? Dang it.
There we go. All right, let's stand up and sing.
Angels give the sign.
Okay, no,
Take on bended knee. Of humanity. Unto us a child is born. He shall reign forevermore.
open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one-horse open sleigh. We're gonna do it one more time. I know y'all know this one. Come on. Dashing through the snow in one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. All right, Dwight, tag you're it.
Have a seat. Hey, first of all, give it up for Sarah. That was her first attempt at a solo. It's okay, get a little nervous. That's all right. You did great. Crap off my stage. It's our stage. We're together now. Oh yeah, we're together. Oh, that was weird. Good morning. I'll trip and die if I don't move this. I choose not to die. Not today. Good morning. Hello. Hi and stuff. Oh, there goes. Swag cam night. Thank you. That was very kind of you. I like how you guys are singing Jingle Bells, and even the hardened people in the back were like. So this week they like the if you want to be part of the praise and worship team, just see Seth. Seth says hi. This week they're in their chat and they're like, we could do Jingle Bells, and Seth's like, well, I don't know, Jesus and Jingle Bells, and then they're like, it's a joyful noise, and I'm like, yeah, I guess so. So had a little fun with that. I mean, we're not breaking in any Backstreet Boys anytime soon, but Jingle Bells, I guess, is okay during Christmas. So you're like, who's the Backstreet Boys? All right, settle down. No K-pop, whatever. Okay, some of you know it. I love it. All right, good morning. Hello, let's get into it. First of all, is Addison Calloway here? Addison, there you are. Congratulations, you're the student of the month at WHAMS. I was told that, and so I made you a certificate. And now it's on the internet for all to see for all times because we're live streaming. Congratulations, yes. So, congratulations. Do you want me to just leave that up the rest of the sermon? She's like, nope, absolutely not. We've been talking about Advent. So for those of you that are just joining us for the first week, or you've been here and watching online, whatever, we're going to just brief recap. That's weird. Sorry, that came out wrong. I was trying to talk fast and it just came out. Recap. So, for those of you who don't know about the word Advent, it means preparation. Advent in churches that are liturgical. They open the hymnal, they read straight down. We're not that, it's okay. Some churches are like that, and they're very form and structure. This is the calendar of the church. We celebrate all the way down it. That's okay. We're not that, but it's okay to understand what Advent is. Advent is the season of preparation. For those of you guys that just get to Christmas morning, you rip open your presents, you're like, okay, I'll play with this one. I really like this. And then, like, it's over. Eventually, that will get old. You'll get old enough that your parents aren't buying you necessarily the bigger presents because you've moved on in life, and then all of a sudden you have to buy presents for people, and you're like, oh, I just love you. You like watch The Grinch, and like your favorite song in there is when Cindy Lou is like, "Where are you, Christmas?" Okay, so you'll get there eventually. Yeah, he's like, he can't sing. That's so funny. All right, the whole choral's going over here. Eventually, you'll get there, unless you take time during the Christmas season to engage the real reason, Christ, giving, hope. And so Advent was created to help you do that. And so many 1800s, a guy took his wagon wheel off. He put candles around the outside, one for each day leading up till Christmas. He lit the candle, and in the middle, so the middle school boys, you guys actually have one of these. It's an Advent wreath, and it's got 4 candles, and then the Christmas candle, you light that on Christmas Day. So yeah, middle school boys are playing with fire in their classroom. Whatever. Yeah, they clapped at that. You didn't buy it. You didn't buy an Advent candle. Not my fault. So the first candle they lit. And the first week for you guys that are doing the Advent devotional, some of you guys are doing the Advent devotional. I have my gift that I want to give to you for finishing that, but you have to finish through. Shh. I know you guys are so excited today. Me too. I had sugar. The first candle in the first week we talked about, everything had to deal with hope. And hope is looking towards the future. We all hope for things. We hope we get the girl or the guy. We hope that we get into the class, make the team. We hope for things. We hope we're going to get this specific present that you really wanted. Hope is a big deal. It's looking forward. And so in the Old Testament during the Christmas season, Isaiah talked a lot about hope. Talked a lot about hope. And so he's talking about we need this Messiah to come. And they thought this Messiah was going to bring the Roman Empire down. The oppression that they felt from it, the anger that they felt towards their government, they wanted this Messiah to do that. And so they were looking for this Messiah to deliver them. Hope is looking ahead. Last week we talked about peace, and there was a word that I didn't say last week that I didn't explain, but the word is shalom. And that means, yes, some of you guys go to Shalom, the school, I get it, but it actually means peace be with you. And so they used to say shalom back then. And what it was is if I came into a friendship and I came up to you and I said, I'd say peace be with you, or I'd say shalom. Are we good right now? And they'd say shalom back. Okay, our friendship's at peace, but if I said shalom and they're like, no, we need to talk, then they would have that conversation. It was a state of being at peace. And that whole week talked about a state of being at peace. And so, shalom is that conversation, and peace was the second week. Everything talked about this God who was the Prince of Peace. And for some of you guys, this is your life right now. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of brokenness. There's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of upsetness. And it might not just be you. It might be with your parents. It might be with a relative or a best friend who stabbed you in the back. There's a lot of things. Shh. I'm going to ask you guys to calm down. All right? So, some of you guys are dealing with this Christmas season. Some of you guys, or not even just this Christmas season, just in life in general. And so the hope is you start focusing on that shalom, peace in your relationships, peace between you and God, peace between you and your teachers and your employers. Because how nice is it to live in a life of peace where you don't have to worry about the drama and the frustrations and the things that are really tearing us down in life. And so that's what that second week was talking about. The idea of peace, the idea that Jesus came in a manger in peace. He didn't come as a warring king. And so this week I want to talk a little bit. Actually, listen to this song from my daughter. You guys know that jam? stop her. She's in the back seat, so the mic doesn't catch it up quite as well. But it literally went on for like all the way from our house to preschool. She was just jamming to that. I didn't egg her on. I didn't play the song. She just got in the car. She sat. She buckled in. She started going, I got peace like a river. I got peace like, and just over and over again. And I didn't stop her because I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That happened between me preaching it, so this week it happened. I recorded. It sounds loud in my car because obviously it picks up the road noise. And my sister, she's not my sister. That's really weird. Sorry, I couldn't pick her up quite as much, but she got peace like a river. That kid doesn't care about anything in life right now. Like she was just, could you imagine having that peace where you're just okay? I don't care what it sounds like when I'm singing. I don't care what people think that I look like. I don't care. I just have peace in my soul. Some of you guys really want that right now. I'm sure of it. And so that's what week 2 was to focus on. If you need an Advent devotional, they're still back there. For those that are working along with me, we're on social media. I'm asking questions. You actually have to engage that Advent calendar. Those of you doing it, it's back there on the soundboard if you want to catch up. Week 3, it's actually a pink candle. So for you guys that are doing the Advent wreath, you're lighting the pink candle, and that is the joy candle. And we're talking about that joy. You ever see those videos where the little girl or the little boy haven't seen like their dad for the military, and then all of a sudden they surprise them? You know what I'm talking about, right? You cry a little. I'm not crying. You're crying. Somebody brought a plant. I've got allergies. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Those videos. True joy, or when you get the present. But it's easy to have joy when you're supposed to, right? Like when you get something that you want. That's easy to have joy. Excuse me, I had a booger. You heard that. So it's easy to have joy in the times in which you're supposed to have joy. How easy is it to have joy when you're not, like in the hard times? And that's what we're going to talk about over the next couple of minutes. The having joy, because here's this. Many of you that are Christians have been around the church for a while have heard this. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles us, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. So many of you heard these verses of the Bible. Yes. All right, so that's a lot of athletes put that on their shoes and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, this is great, I love this verse, and that's okay. It is actually a really good verse. But it's this next verse, verse 2, that I want you to understand the joy in which God can provide. He can provide an interesting level of peace, but he can also provide joy. Fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith, for the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down on the right hand of God, the throne of God. Consider him who endured such opposition from sinners, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart. There's that word joy in there, and it's hidden amongst there, but I want you to understand what that joy looks like. We're talking about God's joy, not opening the present, not mom and dad coming home with with the present that you wanted for Christmas, or mom and dad coming home from the military, or your best friend showing up and you're so surprised, and you're like, ah, and you cry tears of happy joy. Like that you're supposed to have. That's just a natural feeling. That's endorphins hitting your face and just doing its thing. I'm talking about the joy. Here's this cool part. In verse 2, it says, fix your eyes on Jesus, the pioneer, the one that did this way different than anybody else. At the time, if you wanted peace, you needed to go to war, beat them all, enslave anybody who oppositions you, or kill them, and then there will be peace. Sounds like fun, right? Yeah, absolutely. We still do it in sports today. Like you beat them all, and then we will have peace because we enslaved them all. The pioneer and perfecter of faith. To have faith, you have to, for the joy set before him. The joy set before him. And if you look at the context of this word and you get into that word, what the joy is. What is Jesus' joy? What was he thinking about when he decided not only to come to earth in a manger, set aside all glory of heaven, all of that. He set it all aside. What was he thinking about when he came as just a baby and then would grow up, willing to put himself on the cross. His joy, if you look at that and you can substitute, for the joy set before him. The joy is you. For you. So you can insert your name. For Dwight, he set before him and endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down on the right hand of the throne of God. His joy was you. And so he was willing to do even the hard of life. He was happy to go to the cross, to be born in a manger. He was filled with joy thinking of what that would do for you. And he says, I can also, because I perfected it, I pioneered this idea of finding joy in sacrifice, finding joy in giving, finding joy of putting other people in front of me that will also bring peace, that will also bring love, that will also usher in this idea of kindness and love. Love God, love others. That idea wasn't, let's destroy them all and then we as a nation can have peace. It's, let's spread peace because I care about you, because I love you, because you're a human being and you deserve love. Let's do it that way. And I'm willing to die on a cross, be born in a manger. I'm willing to do all those yucky, dirty things. He was born in a stable. Were you born in a barn? Yep. Ooh, see? He was willing to do that for you. You, in that verse, are his joy. One of these days you'll be a parent and you'll understand that I'm willing to do just about anything for my kids so that they're happy. But I also want to teach them how to be good, faithful stewards of their money and their time. Good Christians. Not just good Americans, but good Christians, Christ-like followers. And my hope is you guys are growing into that as well. You are his joy. And so, yeah, you should. Normally I give you the first day one. This is what you'll see on social media if you're following us on Instagram or on Facebook, or if you have the packet. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf unstopped. Then the lame shall leap like a deer, and the tongue of the speechless sing for joy. Isaiah is hundreds of years before Jesus was to come, but boy, Jesus, if you read anything about Jesus, he did all of this, and he ushered in peace through sacrifice. I'm going to heal you. I'm going to love you. I'm going to feed you. I'm going to die for you. And can you imagine, my hope is you find joy in Christmas because you find joy in the way God provides joy. And just not opening the presents, we're like, yeah, I got what I wanted. How about I got why he came? Why he showed up, and it's me and the joy that he gives through healing and the joy he gives through feeding other people. And guess what? As Christ followers and those of us who have the Holy Spirit in us, you will get joy that will walk through you through any hard time that you have. You'll have even more joy when the things in life go well, and you'll know that it comes from God the Father through his Son and the Holy Spirit that dwells in us, and it started with him coming down in a manger. You'll realize that. And so this week during your packet, you're going to read a lot about joy, and my hope is you read that and you go, woo, yes, I want that. I want it in the, well, let's go back to the flames. That one. That's so cute, though. I want peace here. I want joy even in these times. I want to be able to be in a relationship with the God of the universe that can bring me peace, joy, comfort, love in this. That would be really, really cool, yes? I play that all day long. They just really want to hear that. But I'll share with you, this is a little bit of my joy. Today I get to go pick Greta Grace up. So this is my joy today, and I'm going to be happy today. I'm going to be like, yes, I got my puppy. I got to name her. Finally, my wife let me name something. It's going to be Greta Grace. There's a gray lab. And so I'm excited. That's bringing joy to me today. And puppies can bring joy. Can you imagine, like, if puppies can bring joy even when you're sad? Whose dog, like, when you're sad, you just want to snuggle them and just, like, get wet kisses and stuff like that? Yeah, some of you guys are like, Yeah, I'm not going to admit it. But yeah, can you imagine when you're engaged with the God of the universe who provides joy? When you nuzzle up alongside of him and go, God, I'm just hurting right now. I'm broken right now. I've got this issue right now. I've got this friend right now. I've got these people around me that are suffering. And you start seeing the world around you as not just you, but you start seeing the world around you as the world around you. Shh, men. You see the world around you and you start going, man, not only is my life kind of stinky right now, but their life is, and I can bring joy to that because I have the one who brings joy, who lives in me. Can you imagine if we started doing that? That's Jesus' story. Jesus didn't come to give himself glory and honor. We did because of what he did, but he came to bring joy to others. Can you imagine if you were blind and Caitlin's like, yeah, I can. If you're blind and all of a sudden, like, Jesus rubs mud in your eyes and you can see for the first time, what joy would that bring? What testimony would you speak? You can be the answer to people's prayers where they're like, I'm broken, I'm hurt, I'm suffering, my heart is just heavy. You can go to that person and be joy like Christ because he is the one that lives in you and he is the one that you give to them. That is what Christmas is about. It's not about the presents. I know you understand that, but in the end, you start to realize that this whole life, not just this season, isn't about you. It never has been. It's about how God works through you. And if you could figure out how God works through you, you will find joy in the hard times. You'll be able to get into other people's hard times and bring joy in there and bring peace and bring love and bring kindness. And your world gets crazy awesome when you start to do that. And it was modeled perfectly by Jesus. I don't think I have anything, no other slides. I was like, puppy slides, the last one. Maybe I'll bring it in next week. We'll see. No, because then you won't pay attention. None of you. I know, I'm like. So anyway, let's pray and get you to small groups. Sorry, end with the puppy, and they're like, yeah, I'll bring mine. We'll have a puppy party. So last week of Advent, next week. So Father, now that we're totally distracted, God, we do love you. We know that you are a bringer of joy and a bringer of peace and a bringer of kindness. We know that. It's in our head and we understand that. But God, can you help us this season to enact it? People talked about you thousands of years ago, and you came and you lived and you healed and you died and you rose again. You did all of those things for us. And what was your joy? Me. Each one of these students, us. We are your joy, the thing that you are willing to die for, willing to sacrifice a life of prestige or even in heaven. You loved us. Help us to be more like you this Christmas season. We ask this in Jesus' name who modeled it perfectly. And all God